Welcome to the Great Mohaw's YouTube channel, where Mohow explores everything science and technology.
Voila, I got myself a new monitor, and this is a 24-inch. TikTokers, welcome back to TikTok Weekly with a computer science major. I am the Great Mohau, and this is another episode. As I've already mentioned, there's an episode where I mentioned that I'm going to be reviewing the monitor that I got. So I got a new monitor. It's a 24-inch Dell monitor. And yeah, I've been using it for a month now. It's a good monitor, I'm not going to lie. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is how the box looks like. Let's go inside now. I'm going to have to try and... because now the mic is here, but let me try. Okay, so let's see. Right, it's a monitor I purchased from Take a Lot, same day delivery, because yeah, they had a sale. What was the sale again? A fire something sale. So this monitor costs around 2 point something, and then I got it for like 1.9 1.7, somewhere there. Costs 2 point something. So the monitor is already on the desk, but I'll just be taking you guys through what you basically get inside. So this is the manual. I mean, it's Dell after all. That's the manual there. In here you get the HDMI cable. This is basically for the stand, which is positioned here, and then that thing that you basically connect the stand to, and then that thing connects to the monitor, the back of the monitor. I'll find the name of it if I cannot, but I believe you know what I'm talking about. There's a stand, the base, and then the vertical. I think it's a vertical stand, but yeah. Okay, so after that, I think yeah, it's the HDMI cable, the power cable, the stand, that thing, and then yeah, that's all that you get in there. And then sorry, in here you basically get the monitor, right? This box, it's a good box, eh? So they basically let you know here that okay, if you're going to take out the monitor, you should firstly connect this vertical thing to the base, and then open here. You put the stand and the base here connected to the monitor, and then that's when you'll have to pull it out. And this is how you basically pull it out, right? Okay, so for this part of the video, that would be it. More like an unboxing session in a way. Now, let me take you to the desk. Okay, so this over here, this is me. This is my setup, right? That's my laptop there. Sorry, and that's the monitor. Most of the things you know them. The keyboard is there. So yep. Let's see. The bezels. It has like thin bezels. That's one thing that I like about it. But the disadvantage at the same time, it's the fact that the bezels are so thin to an extent that, you know what, my webcam, I cannot even position it on the monitor. It has to go straight to my laptop. So, yep. But other than that, a good monitor. Let me try to show you guys a few things. The settings, yeah. So over here, this is basically, the brightness, contrast, and the brightness. So this is for the brightness. If you want to adjust it, just do that. I prefer putting it to 30 because, as you might know, I use spectacles, right? My eyes are extremely sensitive. So during the day, I put this to 50, the contrast, and then brightness, it's always on 30. I prefer it on 30. Always on 30. It's good for my eyes. And then at night, I put the contrast to 30 as well. And then fine. Basically what you can set, it's the preset modes, right? So we've got the standard mode, the warm, the cool, and the custom color. And I went for the warm. It seemed, yeah, good for my eyes. What else do we have? Okay, no, that's it. This is the brightness. And then over here, the brightness or contrast, as I was saying. So it's still another setting of it. Let's go down. Here, this is basically because at the back it has a VGA port and an HDMI port. So you choose if you are using like those old, desktop computers, or you're using like a case. Yeah, you'll have to go for a VGA because if I remember properly, cases use VGAs, not HDMIs, unless if it's a modern one, right? Okay. But yeah, VGA, old school, HDMI, new school, or modern times. Yeah, I can put it like that. Sorry. And then you can choose whether you want to auto select. Then it will auto select for you. And then so basically auto select, it chooses whether it will basically detect if the cable that's connected is HDMI or VGA, and then it will auto select for you. VSET input source. Okay, fine. You don't need that, but that's okay. It's restarted it, but it's fine. Let me do this, and then we have the color. The color over the preset modes. I set it to warm. Input color format: RGB, red, green, and blue. VSET color, nope. Display, you can choose the aspect ratio. I chose 16:9. The sharpness, I put it to 50. The response time, I want it as fast as possible, right? So I'm a programmer, so yeah, it has to be fast as possible. If a machine that I'm using is slow, it really frustrates me. So yeah, it has to be fast. And refresh rate is high. I think it's 100. Yeah, I think it's 100. Is it? Yeah, I think the max is 100. I'll check it out for you guys, but okay. Let me do this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 100. I'll verify and then put it on the screen. Let me do this. This is the menu. The menu, yeah, language, English, of course. Transparency, 20. The timer, so basically, how long does it take for the monitor to be on sleep mode? 60 seconds. That's the max. And the lock, it's disabled. I don't want it to, yeah. So, and then VSET mode, personalize, shortcut keys, brightness, and all that. Okay, provide, okay. Then the DDC or the CI, and then okay, that's on. I'll explain that a bit later. And then the LCD conditioning, it's off. Okay, factory reset, don't go there as of yet unless if you really want to do that. And then display info, it's on. Dell monitor support selected, right? So but I'll explain this other technical jargon things basically over a voiceover, because some of the things, yes, some of the things I was still busy doing research with regards to them. As I've said, I've had this monitor for a month so far with the display and all that. I like it. I like it. But with regards to like the menu, that's basically what you get. This is the power on and the power off button. Yes, it does switch on. I don't know if you can see that, but let me do this. It does switch on. So yeah, if it's on sleep mode, you'll be able to see it's on sleep mode. So yep, I think that should be it for the monitor. At the back, let me try to show you guys the back of it. Um, yeah, now it's okay. So yep, this is it at the back. You guys might not be able to see it properly. I don't want to be moving it because wow, setting up it's really a whole lot of work. So you can buy a table mount, that arm that basically mounts, monitors. Yeah, put it on the table, then mount the monitor. But I prefer it with a stand for now, as time goes. But that's mostly when I have like, 3 screens. So far, 2 screens it's enough. But if I have like, 3 screens, of course, I'll have to have, that arm. But this is it. That's my cable management, which is, bad. Not as bad, but it is bad. So yeah, that should be it for the video. I'll be making a voiceover. There's a video that I took. I'll be making a voiceover through that video so that I give you guys more information. Check it out and take a lot. The budget, at least, have 3K, because it might be right now, it might be like, back to its original price, 2.5 or 2.7. So yeah, somewhere there I'll also verify that and confirm on the voiceover. If not, it might still be on sale, which is around like 1.9, somewhere there, 1.9, 1.7. So yes, uh okay, so now let's correct a few things. The monitor was 1.7 when I purchased it. Currently it's 1.9, and the original price it's 2.7. Okay, so you can still get it for 1.9 right now on Take a Lot. Today it is the 4th, well, the 5th of April. So yeah, check it out. If you want the monitor, go and get it. It's there. The refresh rate it's 100 hertz, as I have already mentioned. I just needed to confirm, but it is 100 hertz. Okay, you have a 3-year advanced exchange service with Take a Lot, because of course they take their stuff from different suppliers. So okay, it's a 3-year advanced exchange service. And then, oh, also, this is not a paid promo, so I'm just reviewing the monitor. It has an FHD IPS LED. So okay, that's pretty good indeed. Let's see what else I got for you guys. Okay, so let's continue with this promo, right? As I've already mentioned some other things, this is an extremely improved viewing experience, right? With a high refresh rate of 100 Hz and a 3-star certified viewing experience coupled with ComfortView Plus. So this is according to the information I got like on Take a Lot while I was doing my research. The play video it's about SE monitors, high refresh rate, experience it's smoother with motion and less flicker across monitors with a higher, they keep on repeating refresh rate. So that means a lot because I know some monitors it's like 75 hertz, but this one it's basically 100 hertz. So hence why it needs to be emphasized that what you get 100 hertz, which makes the process of basically operating the monitor smoother, right? As a programmer, I did say I don't like it when things are slow. So if the refresh rate is like 100 hertz, me moving from one window to another, or me opening a particular app, the refresh rate basically for it to pop up, it will be much quicker, right? Okay. So the ComfortView Plus this is basically why I decided to purchase the monitor. As I said, my eyes are extremely sensitive, so it minimizes harmful blue light exposure without sacrificing color accuracy, as you've seen while I was busy, adjusting the contrast and the brightness, right? Especially when it comes to the brightness, you saw there wasn't like a significant change. It's because of this ComfortView Plus feature. And with the Dell's, always on built-in Comfort View Plus, I mean to say, you basically get to view the difference where Comfort View Plus helps dial back the yellow hues to ensure better color fidelity versus software-enabled low blue light technology. And it's dependable from every angle. So basically, if I'm looking at the monitor, what degree is it? Let's use the clock, 12 o'clock, right? Basically, yes, I can still depend, but that's like the primary position, right? And then if I'm like, 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock, basically on the sides, I can still, depend on I can still see the screen visibly. So that's what they mean by dependable from every angle. So whether you're on the sides or you're 12 o'clock, you can basically see or, yes, see the screen properly. It doesn't affect the angle of basically viewing. The screen does not affect, yeah, the viewing experience in a way. So it has wide viewing angles. You get consistent views across a wide 178 or okay, 178/178 view angle. I don't know what that means, but basically, if you are from, I believe, yeah, they're talking in terms of like degrees, right? I was using the clock. I said 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock, right? But I think they're using the degrees basically. So 180 degrees, it's a straight line, right? So yeah, I think 178 degrees, but not when you are like 180 degrees, because if you're like 180 degrees, then nah, you're basically, looking on the side of the screen. But 178, you're closer to the side of the screen, of the monitor, but you are not on the side of the monitor. You're just there. So, okay, no, that's good. Ultra thin bezels, you saw that. I did mention, I'm actually, struggling with the webcam because it has to be on my laptop, and when I'm making some videos, I literally have to look at the laptop instead of the monitor. But that's something we can work with. It's not a problem per se. And then IPS stands for in plane switching, right? Oh man, sorry. So with IPS, you get to see excellent color accuracy and consistency across wide viewing angles, and with in-plane switching technology, right? It's a functional, space-saving design monitor, which makes it easily accessible, and well, you can basically operate it easily since it's functional and it saves space, right? And you can also connect it to your laptop or whatever you want to connect it to easily, because you just connect the HDMI or the VGA and then you're connected. So some of the information here, it's redundant. I'm just looking for more relevant information. But yeah, environmental standards. This monitor is certified Energy Star, meaning it has met high standards for energy efficiency. That those stickers are also there on the box. So yeah, we can help you responsibly and securely retire your legacy IT equipment regardless of brand while addressing your sustainability goals. Redundant information. Okay. In a box made from 100%, yeah, no, redundant information indeed. I think I've covered, basically everything when it comes to this monitor. Let's see. Yeah. So basically with the 178/178, it's not only with regards to like the horizontal angles, but also the vertical angles. So if I'm like, 178 degrees above the screen, I can still see. And if I'm like 178 degrees below the screen, I can still see the screen, perfectly so. Um, Response time, normal mode, I put it to fast, right? As you saw there on the settings, I put it to fast, and then backlit. It has LED edge light. It has an LED edge light system. I experienced this yesterday. I was watching a soapy, yeah, late at night with the lights off. So yeah, I did experience this. It's pretty good indeed. Pixel pitch, horizontal, it's like 0.2745 millimeters, multiplied by the vertical one, which is 0.2745 millimeters, same thing. Constant ratio, 1000 or 1000 to 1, which is typical. Connectivity, I spoke about the HDMI port, the VGA port. It supports up to FHD 1920 to 1080, and the refresh rate, it's being emphasized, 100 Hz as specified in the HDMI 1.4. Okay, so in the box you get a power cable, an HDMI cable. Yeah, I don't have to mention those. I did specify them in the beginning of the video. But the power, the off mode, it consumes around 0.3 watts. The standby mode, it consumes 0.3 watts still. The on mode, it consumes 12.8 watts. So yeah, the dimensions and weight, not necessary, just redundant. The height is like 324.21 millimeters. The width is 538.64 millimeters. The depth is 47.70 millimeters. And the weight is about 3.47 kilograms. Warranty, I did mention it. And then, oh, the name of that vertical thing, it's a stand visor. So we've got a stand visor, a stand base, a power cable, the monitor itself, the HDMI cable, a QR code, safety, environmental, and regulatory information. That's all the documentation in that envelope. And then, yeah, that should be it. The HDMI cable is 1.80 meters long. So, yeah, it's pretty long. I don't know if you saw at the back of the monitor, I had to like basically, tie it up a bit because it's quite long. Okay, TikTokers, I think that should be it, covering everything with regards to the monitor, and I hope you do purchase it, right? Check it out and take it out, as I've already mentioned. It's the Great Mohau signing out. This was not a paid promo, but take a lot. Come on, check me out. Or Dell. See you soon. Cheers.
Brought to you by Royal Mercy Institute.